Beyond lie the fluid-filled cavities of the inner ear. Like the underwater song of a whale, the sound now resonates through salty fluid filling the hollow shell of the cochlea. The spiraling structure is buried in the thickest part of the skull, deep within its bony fortifications. We can only appreciate its internal architecture by chipping away this bone. The pea-sized cochlea contains a mechanism of amazing complexity. Running all the way up the spiral is our body's built-in microphone, the organ of Corti. It transforms sound vibrations into electrical signals that can travel the nervous system, the communications network that links all parts of the body. No radio engineer has designed a microphone so small or so elegant. 4 rows of V-shaped bristles stand to attention. They crown 15,000 hair-shaped cells. As the hair cells vibrate, their bristles stamp a matching imprint on the membrane above. Here, sound vibrations have traveled as far as they can. Like organ pipes working in reverse, the bristles turn sound into a musical score, electrical signals coded for loudness and pitch. Switched on by music, the bristly upper end of each individual hair cell dances up and down, hundreds of times faster than any other cell can move. This tiny hair is all that stands between us and silence. And a silent world would be an empty world indeed. The ear is a triumph of bionics. It's a seamless union of acoustics, mechanics, hydraulics, electronics, and miniaturization. But the listening part of our ear is nothing without its central computer, the brain. Its convoluted folds are busy decoding messages gathered up by nerves throughout the body, and then thinking about them. This particular region is devoted to sound. Lying right next to the ears, its sole function is to interpret the messages from the cochlea. This pure tone activates a single spot in the brain, lighting up on the electronic scan. Sounds of different pitch target other spots. A symphony is spread all over the hearing region, and it's a small miracle that we can perceive it as a whole.
You to try and think.
As we get older, we gradually lose the higher frequencies. The hairs in the cochlea begin to die from the moment we're born. The busy hairs that process high notes wear out first, so older people can't hear very high-pitched sounds, like the squeak of a bat, which younger people can easily detect. From our very earliest years, humans don't just listen. We actively make sounds to communicate with others. To master a language like English, we must learn to pronounce 40 different sounds. Even the youngest baby can recognize his mother by her voice. He heard his first sounds 3 months before he was even born, as his mother's voice resonated through the womb. Now his ears will be the key to language. Only by listening can a baby learn to speak. The first year is a frustrating stage of life. A toddler can understand many words, but it will be several months before he can say them.
Are we ready? Head.
The hearing part of the brain develops earlier than the regions that control speech, and the key organ for making intelligent sounds, the voice box, doesn't work properly until a child's first birthday. From an infant's babbling, single words begin to crystallize. On average, girls start to speak earlier than boys, though no one knows why. Surrounded by the sounds of language, a child's repertoire grows rapidly. By the age of 2, some precocious children can speak 2,000 different words. That's a big enough vocabulary for everyday life in an English-speaking country. From this time on, speaking as well as listening becomes a vital part of human existence.
No, what colour is it? Try again. Look at it. Yes!
We are the only creatures that can communicate abstract ideas from one individual to another. Our neighbors' words of wisdom are carried to our ears on puffs of thin air, pushed out from the lungs. Whether it's a command or an endearment, every sentence we speak is merely a stream of air, orchestrated by an ensemble of bodily organs, beginning deep down in the throat with the voice box. Its muscles relax when we breathe. Air can flow easily to and from the lungs through a wedge-shaped gateway an inch across. Its V-shaped lining of pale tissue are the 2 vocal cords. When we speak, the vocal cords snap shut, pulled by muscles which can also change the shape of the voice box. Air trapped behind the vocal cords escapes in short puffs, vibrating them like the reed of a clarinet. Special stroboscopic lighting reveals the vocal cords vibrating as we speak. The speed of these vibrations affects the pitch of our voice. A man's vocal cords vibrate about 120 times every second, and a woman's twice as fast. As we grow older, the vocal cords lengthen. Children have short, flexible vocal cords, vibrating fast. They produce a high-pitched voice. A baby is born with vocal cords a quarter of an inch long. As the cords lengthen, the pitch of the voice gradually falls. By the age of 10, they are half an inch long. The biggest change comes at puberty, as hormones surge through the bodies of both boys and girls. The male sex hormone, testosterone, enlarges a boy's voice box much more dramatically than a girl's.
Every day at lunchtime apart from Mondays.
By the age of 20, a man has vocal cords 1 inch long,
which makes him all his wildest dreams come true.
while a woman's are only 2/3 that length. It's not just pitch that makes a friend's voice instantly recognizable. The sound resonates through empty cavities behind the face, giving it a unique timbre. The tongue and lips put a final shape to the words.
The pelican, his beak can hold more than his belly.
None of us could say the without moving the tongue, nor pelican without bringing the lips together.